Hey everyone, and welcome back for another Let's Paint. We've got some Assault Enforcers on the table today. So if you saw my Enforcer Operative, base process is entirely the same. We're going to prime black, base paints gray, and then either zenithal or dry brush with a blue-white over the top to give the illusion of the white armor. I'm changing things up slightly here. I'm going to start with a Payne's Gray wash. I want to bring out the details so that I can see them a little more clearly as I get to the painting process. I find with painting Epic, it's best to do everything by squads. So in this case, I'm working on 6 total squads of Assault Enforcers, or bases of Assault Enforcers. We're going to move on to the Payne's Gray here, but in the case of like the washing step before, if you're doing 6 bases at once, by the time you've finished washing base number 6, you should be pretty good to come back to base number 1 and get started with this step. We're going to apply the Payne's Gray to the undersuit and exposed areas of the armor to just give a little contrast that'll really show up on these guys. Next up is black-red. These Assault Enforcers have their arms spread open, making those chest plates nice and exposed. Really easy to get in there and do the red line across the chest. That's stereotypical of Enforcers. And I think it really adds a nice little pop onto these models at the scale. So, small brush, I think I'm using a 0 or a 1 thin paint. Make sure the brush is nicely loaded and the paint's coming off nice and smooth. Just take your time. I'm not feeling the time crunch now of getting these ready for an event, so now I'm able to slow down and take a little more time with these guys, and I'm much happier with the results. Now I'm going to come in with some sky blue, and I'm going to paint up those wrist blades. Nice, vibrant color is really nice. It'll help A, make the model pop on the table. B, when you're playing, you'll be able to more easily identify the Assault Enforcers from the Enforcer Operatives with a big glowy blade. So, I mean, any kind of vibrant red, yellow, orange, blue, purple, whatever color you're going to choose for your Enforcer's wrist blade, just make sure it is the most vibrant version of that color so that it really pops off of that mini. Now it's time for a little grim black speed paint. We're going to apply this to the pistols. Just make sure you don't overload the brush in this case, because you don't want that to run everywhere and then cover up your hand, arm, armor, all that fun stuff. Just a little bit, just so we can get it on those pistols and differentiate them from the rest of the model. This is an optional step, but I'm going to come in with just a slight mixture of my Payne's Gray and blue-white. It's almost entirely blue-white. I just toned it down a smidge with some Payne's Gray, and I'm just going to use that to pick out some edge highlights along the upper portions of the Assault Enforcer. Now it's time to apply some of my texture paste, and as an added bonus, you get to see the front edge of my sexy goggles. I'm getting old, eyes aren't as great as they used to be, so I use magnifiers, especially to paint epic scale. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of this Let's Paint. Not a lot different from the Enforcer Operatives and the Enforcer Army as a whole. Might be a little boring to some because it's a lot of repetitive colors over and over and over, but really looks sharp once you get it all together. Rimming the base, as I always do. I prefer to do mine in apple barrel matte black. You'll also notice that I glued on a piece of Lazy Forger upscaled scatter terrain. This is a completely optional step. You can use tufts, you can use nothing, whatever you prefer. If you've stuck through this whole video, though, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch it. If you could, hit that like button just to help the algorithm spread it around a bit. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, that would be cool too. I intend to keep working on more epic Warpath content as time moves on, as well as some other firefight and dead zone videos. So, with all that said and done, here's how they turned out. Thanks for watching.